Hey there, rock stars. Sarah Rockin' Robbins here, author of the best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, and creator of my CD series, The Rockstar Recruiting School, and my new one for leaders, the Masterclass Edition. I'm so excited to be coming to you live today for another version of the Rockstar Recruiting School Live. Before we get started, go ahead and shout out in the comments below who you are and where you're tuning in from. We would love to welcome each one of you. All right, guys, who is ready to rock your network marketing business? Remember, the more who know, the greater your team will grow. Make sure you click the share button and share this for a shout on your team pages too, so they can attend with you live or via the replay. Just click the share button. All right, guys, I am so excited to talk to you about a timely tip, tricks or treats. When do enrollment incentives make sense? You guys ready for this? It's going to be a good one. Okay, so end of month is here. Not only is Halloween coming up tomorrow, but end of month is also here. And I know many of you have big goals to make month-end magic happen, right? So much can happen on that final day of the month if we're very strategic in building our business. So let's talk a little bit about that today. I know a lot of you guys have major goals. Anybody want some tips on how to close out the month strong? So a lot of times, I see people strategizing in different seasons of their business, and they're always looking for ways that they can bring in that one last order, that one last enrollment. And how do we do it? How do we make that final push? We've got so many people on the fence. How do we get them off the fence? Anybody want to know the answer to that question? How do you get somebody on the fence, off the fence? So oftentimes I'll see people, end of month or at strategic times in their business when they're going to make a promotion, looking and saying, okay, should I put out a gift with purchase or a gift with enrollment or offer product back or cash back, etc. When does this make sense? Does it make sense? Anybody else wondering today? All right, guys, so today we're going to talk a little bit about this topic, and I'm so excited to share it with you. Here's, I'm just going to quickly just share with you my overall thought, and then I'm going to get down into strategy with you. You guys ready? All right, so first and foremost, I think you should say no to enrollment incentives all of the time, and yes to enrollment incentives some of the time. So I'm going to say that again. I personally believe, and everybody's different, I personally believe in saying no to enrollment incentives all of the time and saying yes to enrollment incentives some of the time. So what do I mean by that? Well, if I'm constantly discounting product, offering cash back on enrollment, then when do I ever build my business in a normal way? And how do I teach my team that you can do the same? Because typically when you become a preferred customer in a business or a consultant or a distributor in the business, you get the products at a really great discount and the opportunity to earn as well. So I don't believe that we've got to discount or offer promotions all of the time, but I do believe we can do it some of the time. So when does that really make sense? Well, it might make sense if you're going for a personal goal or for a team goal, or as I mentioned earlier, if you've had somebody on the fence for a while, just a way to get them off of the fence. So I want to share with you a few quick examples. I want to give a shout out to one of my very top leaders and one of my best buds in the business, Stacy Thayer. So Stacy has built a rockin' business, okay? Big multi-million-dollar organization. So what I love about Stacy is she builds very strategically. So she doesn't just say, as a leader, so I'm speaking to leaders here for just a second, but tune in because I'm going to talk about individual incentives too. As a leader, she'll do team promotions and things from time to time, but she doesn't do it all of the time. She actually tracks her organizational team volume every single day. Every single day. So she knows on a given day, for example, if it's the 30th of the month, what her volume was on the 30th of last month, and what her team sales were on the 30th of the previous month, so on and so forth. So she might see, okay, you know what, our team is tracking lower or higher today. And if for some reason it was tracking lower, she could say, you know what, we're going to do a team incentive today, something to boost the volume, to pump up the sales, and to really finish the day strong, okay? So I really love that idea. Now, what about for personal goals? You know, when does it make sense if you're running for a personal milestone? Well, for example, my team is running for a few things. They get these miles or points for prizes to earn some really incredible incentives. And so sometimes they need to top off a few orders at the end of the month or a few enrollments. Or sometimes, you know, end of month, they're looking to make a personal promotion or their next promotion within the business. So do I believe that in times where, you know, it's the final few days or if we're going for a personal promotion that we could offer something to help us to finish strong? Absolutely. But let me share with you my idea on what an incentive would actually look like. Now, I want you to shout out below. Drop a 1 in the comments below, the number 1, if you have anybody sitting on the fence right now. I want to see. Do you have anybody who's been sitting on the fence? They've expressed interest in your product before, in the business before, but they haven't quite jumped the gun. Press a 1 in the comments below because I want to know who I'm speaking to today and about how many. Okay, drop a 1 in the comments below. I'm going to be watching for you guys' comments. So here is $1 million idea for you in terms of what I believe would be appropriate in offering incentives, okay? $1 million idea. You guys want it? Here we go. All right, I see a lot of 1s coming in, okay. Thank you, by the way, for all the shares. I see a lot of people sharing. Thank you for sharing with your teams. All right, so I believe product incentives are really powerful. Product incentives are really powerful if you have products in your business. I sell skincare, so our business has products. And the reason why I believe product incentives are very powerful is A, it puts money back into the business, money back into the organization when you're purchasing or incentivizing purchases that come from your own business. Like, for example, why am I going to offer an incentive to another store if I'm not going to earn commissions on that or encourage ongoing business? You see, if I can introduce a business partner or a customer to more life-changing products, don't you think that makes sense? Because at the end of the day, if they love them, they're going to repurchase them, which is going to continue to pay me for the long term. So as the CEO of my own company, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, Megan, for sharing with your team. But also, too, I want you to think about it this way. Any orders or purchases that I'm making within my organization, right? It's dollars back into the business. It just makes total sense. So if you do free product with purchase or free gifts with enrollment, okay? So free products with enrollment or free products with purchase. So to incentivize new customer orders or new consultants joining you, think about it this way. That could help you to meet your monthly sales volume. So if you're on an auto ship or you're purchasing product, why not have it be a write-off since it's considered, you know, product that you're using for promotions in your business? Seek your tax advisor for more information on that because I am not one, so I can't give you qualified advice, but ask. Or I want you to think about this way. This is another brilliant idea I got from somebody on my team. So, for example, if they say to a customer, if you order a certain amount of product or this bundle or this package by this date, I'm going to give you a free whatever with purchase. A free product with purchase. You decide what it is. I'm going to tell you how to decide what to offer in just a second. This is a brilliant idea. So here's what they're doing. They're telling the customer, tack that onto your order. So you go ahead and place the order for that free product. Let's say it's a free eye cream. You know, you'll get a free eye cream with this bundle. Go ahead and place the order for the bundle and the eye cream, and we're going to reimburse you. So basically, we're going to PayPal you back the money or write you a check or give you some cash. Here's why that's brilliant. Give me a thumbs up if you love this. Here's why it's brilliant. It is brilliant because you make commissions on that product order as well. It's brilliant because they're also getting to try another incredible product that they will likely reorder in the future. Isn't that so smart? Another $1 million tip. I see sometimes in our organization where the sponsor and then the new consultant, they'll go in on an incentive together. So they'll say, you know what? Let's do a free eye cream with a bundle, but let's split the price together. You know what? I'll reimburse them $25. You reimburse them $25. And then you can partner together on an incentive. So leaders, you could think about doing that with your personal team, the people that you've personally sponsored. Now, here's the idea with incentives that I think is really important. Always make them time-bound. Always make them time-bound. So what do I mean by that? Any enrollment that you run today, for example, on the 30th, you say it goes from now until month end. I'm looking at closing out my month. This enrollment incentive is good from now till month end. You always want to create urgency. Otherwise, if it looms, people just wait. So you could do one-day only specials over the weekend, holiday promotions, etc. And you guys know the drill. How to do powerful promotions you can find on my blog at sarahrobbins.com, but I tell you to do 3 things. Email it out, post it out on social media, and follow up, because the fortune is in the follow-up. The average email open rate is 20-some%, probably the same like chances that you're going to get seen in the newsfeed. So I think the email and the post are an excuse to pick up the phone and say, as a courtesy to you, I wanted to be sure you saw this weekend's offer. As a courtesy to you, I like that language. As a courtesy to you, I want to be sure that you saw this weekend's offer. So keep that in mind, guys. You want to make it time-bound, and there's 2 other rules. Are you ready for them? All right. These are not like, definite rules, but these are the rules that I put in place when I'm putting in forth promotions. Promotion should always be A, profitable. You got into this business to make money, but also consider this. Major corporations, I used to own a traditional business. We put money into advertising. We put money into building our business. So, the thing is, guys, don't be grumpy about putting together some money for a promotion, right? Especially if you're looking, again, when does it make sense? Remember, I told you there's certain times it makes sense, sometimes, but not all the time. You're going to reinvest in your business. But you always want to be profitable. So if you're offering a $100 product for a $75 commission, that does not make sense. But if you can split the promotion with somebody, if you can earn commission because you have the customer purchase it, you reimburse it, I want you to literally look, what is the dollar amount I would make and what is the dollar amount I would spend, and make sure you're profitable. The second rule that I have for promotions, especially if you're a leader of a team, is does that duplicate? Is it duplicable? Is that a word? Yes or no? Is duplicable a word? Somebody tell me. I'm a former teacher and I should know, right? That's why I taught kindergarten for a reason. But basically, when I do promotion, I don't just think, does this work for me? I think, does it duplicate? On my team, I have hundreds of thousands of consultants. And we've got a large and growing team. So if I do something and then my team looks and says, Sarah Robbins is offering a free Chanel bag for anybody who joins, which I've never done, by the way, okay? But she's offering this designer handbag for anybody who joins her team. I can't do that. Duplicatable. Thank you, Lindsay. Then all of a sudden, I've sent my team into these tangents and they start to think, I can't do the business like she does. So it doesn't matter how much money you have to work with, guys. You have to ask yourself, will you be profitable from that transaction and will it duplicate? Now think about it this way. I do know some leaders that say, oh, I don't ever do promotions, and that's totally fine. But major beauty brands, they do gifts with purchase, especially you see during the holidays. The big skincare companies, and you see the free little travel bag with the free little mini mascaras and all the cute little things that they do. Your favorite retail brands, they do gifts with purchase. But they do them strategically, okay? So if big brands do them, why can we not do them? I think we can, as long as we do it some of the time, as long as it's profitable, if it will duplicate, and again, it's going to really help us to make a strategic goal, and it's time-bound as well. So guys, it is month end. And I hope today will encourage you to think about the treats, not tricks, that you can offer to potential customers and consultants to help you to finish your month strong. It's month end. Who's ready to make magic happen? Shout out below what you're running for this month. And if you want some more great tips, treats, no tricks, you can get them in my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business, on Amazon or on my site at sarahrobbins.com. That's where I'm going to post more on today's blog. Make sure you click the share buttons to share this on your team pages, because today's training is time sensitive. Help your rock stars to finish strong. Have a great day. God bless. Happy month end, and goodbye for now. Rock on, rock stars.